diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Okay. It might be in the garage.
Placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Huh. Damn.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great.
I don't like this camera view.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yeah, why do you keep saying stuff?
Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.
blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Carr. Got enough for the first down.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field.
What are y'all?
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminole.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Let's go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Back to pass. Now adjusting. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that line.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carr. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Okay, guys, the returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To throw, it's Nickel. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably...
Touchdown, no! A great catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13.
No, I'm here.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina.
See these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Okay.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as his offense continues to roll.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are on the move. On the run, it's Carr. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
That's a really nice looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot.
Yeah, I think it's first. That's not mine. That might be. Somebody might have gave it to me. I just don't wear that one.
The give on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Oh, that can't be fun. You can put those on my other shoes. Yeah, I would say, yeah, put the shoes on my other shoes on. Leave right there with the other stuff.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
This is on lunch
Touchdown,
room.
Texas!
Anyways, I really don't use it.
He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it out. It's Beckham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Nickel. Bringing the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but nothing's there. Sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Got a man, it's Turbin. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hand. It's Bond. On the move at the 30. It's a running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. The thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wait, we have 3 baskets for the 30 post? Oh my god.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nickel. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was just top.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Noles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this
I'm gonna get it.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
I said I'm gonna get it.
Finds his big
Get it ball.
Touchdown, Florida State. And they kick it in for 6 more points.
Oh, you say all right?
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Newton.
Yeah, I was listening to that. Last time I checked, it was 7 minutes left.
Right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I was saying, he must have just got done.
Doing a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but
fuck, you might gotta wait for her. I don't know what she wants to back.
For no gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete.
Come on, come on.
Trying to make something
Yeah, this
happen,
nigga's so
but just
bad.
couldn't find a man.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything their play caller.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's nickel. Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So
you got an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll return it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we're joining Kevin with the halftime update.
Country, my dad raised me type of thing.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half.
I always feel like I got competition.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
She looks unrecognizable when you stop.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Carr. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Complete in the middle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
And finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. Touchdown Seminole. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
The legend just jumped in. That inspired
On
me.
the move.
I want to be standing there too.
Play by that giant
I dumped your ass.
mountain of a man on the defensive front. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off
No,
the field. It's third
I'm
and
saying
long.
I dumped your ass.
They're gonna be back
To
good.
the air. It's
No.
Newton.
They're gonna be back good.
What that got to do with me and
Catch
you?
in the middle. It's Turbin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field.
Not
Let's
your
see what
bag
the
no
call
more.
is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards.
Why you got?
This
All the
defense has
time.
kept them back up.
Everything.
Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he
Great,
needs
yeah.
a bunch. And the quarterback is
I'm
knocked
fine.
down back at the 13.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't
What are
make it
y'all
dumb.
doing? That's winning in fucking coach.
They finally make the stop,
Come
and
on.
it's been this way. This
What are
guy's
y'all
whole
doing today?
career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Whips it out in the flat. They'll spot the ball up to 12 after that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking
Yeah,
downs.
that's fucking cool. My God, he's
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in, and when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Newton. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turbin. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's Newton. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking deep. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning.